So sorry, friends. I'm trying to pull up some Design Space stuff too. If you are just joining in and weren't with our first one, we had a little hiccup, little issue. I'm not sure. Hopefully we have it fixed for you guys.
Yep.
And we talked a little bit about a sale that we've got going on. I'll touch on that later. And then I was just telling you guys that we are using printable HTV today. On our project, and if you haven't used it before, this is a fantastic project to do it with. It's super fun, and it makes a really, really big impact. Like, could you imagine trying to do all of this, like all the different layers with just regular vinyl?
No, I wouldn't. That's the thing.
I'm going to be 1,000% honest. That was my original intention.
Wow.
Yes, when I made the cut files, and when I I was literally going to cut it all out. And then I was like, why? Well, first of all, I thought it was going to take a lot of HTV, and I just don't like to be wasteful that way, like printable HTV.
Yeah.
But it only took 2.5 sheets. So
worth it.
Totally worth it. Anyway, we are using New Fun. All of the supplies are listed below. Rachel does an amazing job listing those for you guys. We are using New Fun printable vinyl for dark colors. We always use the dark color option. I just feel like it's not as see-through, if that makes sense.
No, and Becca, we get so many questions about why we use dark,
even
the
on
formula
light.
For dark on light,
Yeah.
and the only difference is that it has a white backing, whereas the one for the light colors, the backing is clear.
Okay.
So that's basically the only difference. It makes no difference in the quality of the material if you put it on a light color. So I mean, totally fine. Yeah.
So if you're not familiar, which we had another friend on our last stream, I don't know if you're here or not, but she bought some printable heat transfer vinyl, hasn't used it yet. So I'm just going to talk to you guys like maybe you don't know what it is at all, and let you know printable heat transfer vinyl is amazing. And it literally is what it sounds like. So you have this piece of heat transfer vinyl. This is the back. See the blue lines? Can they see that?
Yes.
Okay. So you literally put this in an inkjet printer, print it out through Design Space.
Can we hear that printer noise again?
I'm really good at sound effects. Did you guys know this? Like,
I'm sorry, guys. That was really good. There you go.
I'm terrible at sound effects, and I've always wanted to be really good at them. My brother can replicate anything, and it's so annoying.
I don't know. I think you're the one to beat with the printer noise. That's it.
I also want to do like that, like the disco.
Oh, okay.
It's bad. It's really bad.
That's good. That's
Anyway,
made my day.
Anyway, so you upload your design into Design Space, and if it is not a PNG, then if it's an SVG like ours is, and I'll show you just a second, then you flatten it so that it becomes a print and cut image. When you press Make It, it tells you to print it. Put it in your printer, print it out, and then you put it on your mat. And you'll see these lines all the way around. These are called registration marks. And your Air 2 or your maker read these lines and cut out exactly all around like you want it.
It's so smart.
It's so smart. It really is. So what we're going to do is jump over into... Oh, okay. Supplies. So we have the the New Fun printable heat transfer vinyl. We have these cute scrubs that we have linked below that actually come with a bottom too. And guys, it was under $15 for these scrubs. So very affordable. We also have our little, what is this? 6x9? 6x9 Cricut.
6x7.
6x7.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that, Rachel. My guesstimations were off.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I'm human. Record scratching. Yes, thank you. Record scratching. I want to be a record scratcher.
Is it Ben or is it
Ben?
Ben is the
He
one.
can do any
it.
like any voice, it's so nauseating.
Does Fred have that?
So jealous. No, he's as bad as I am.
Okay.
Anna thinks she's really good. My sister Anna. She has this air guitar thing that she's really proud of, like really proud of. But she does it with her mouth because, you know, typical air guitar is just playing it.
Right.
Anyway, little 6x7 EasyPress. We have our EasyPress mat here, and then we have a Teflon sheet that we're going to be using to protect our printable heat transfer vinyl when we put heat on it.
Okay. I have an announcement from Miss Shauna Walker.
Yeah.
She says, I've been watching you guys for a few months and I just love you all. I finally joined the annual membership this morning. I'm so excited.
Shanna, that is amazing.
We're so excited for you, Miss Shanna.
So exciting. And if you want to join our yearly membership like Miss Shanna and reap the benefits of our massive font and cut file library, as well as courses and free commercial licensing and extra member-only education and et cetera, do it now because we have a massive sale going on. Rachel has dropped that link for you. Using code FALL30, you get $30 off the membership. And spoiler, you can also use that code on our amazing fall summit that's coming up next weekend, guys.
And we love to preface that by saying just because it's called the Fall Summit doesn't mean it has anything to do with fall, because every single class is doing nothing but pumping you, your home, and your wish list up for Christmas.
Yes.
So, yeah. And Miss Jen, I did reply to you up above, so scroll up and you will see my comment to you, my friend. We do answer comments verbally and sometimes I will type them, but we do like Canon. That is what we use here, but any inkjet printer will work.
Nikki, is it all right to post on here a prayer request? Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am, Nikki.
Feel free. Absolutely.
Keep us all in the loop.
For sure. So we went over supplies. Let's jump over into Design Space. Guys, I know it's like 2 o'clock already, so I like to be chatty, but we're not going to do that right now. Anyway, over in Design Space, this is our cut file. And hold on a second here. Let me minimize this.
I just want you guys to look at the visualization here.
Yeah. So what I did... And if you are a member of Maker's Gonna Learn, I did a member-only video last Friday that sort of gave this hack as well, where you take a picture of the actual object that you are using as a blank, pull that into Design Space, and then you size it to the actual size that it is. So make sure that it's a flat, that it's laid on a flat surface and your camera is parallel to it. You don't want it tilted so that the size ratios, like top to bottom or side to side or however, is askewed. You want it to be, but you want it to be correct, so that when you size it in Design Space, it's perfect for you. So I've just pulled this photo in to Design Space, and let me show you really quickly what this cut file looks like when you pull it in to begin with. Let me find it. It may take just a second. We've done a little bit of crafting since we did this project. And
we don't do a lot of crafting around here.
Well, you get to see a fun collection of our uploaded images. Oh, look right here. So on the last one, I talked about 3 options that we have. So we have for this type of project, we have the doctor cut file, we have the police officer cut file, and then we have the fireman cut file. So this is what the doctor or medical professional, excuse me, looks like when you pull it in. You can see it has this V right here. So that would be the neck of your scrub. So if you're using a regular t-shirt to put all of this on, you can definitely throw that V in and make it look more like a scrub top. We also have some pockets up here, and you can see I didn't use the pocket in mine because it has a pocket right here. And then what I did was... I created an extra layer and changed the color so that this would have color. It would be a colored pocket. So I'm going to show you how to do that too. But this is what it looks like when you pull it in, and then all you need to do is ungroup it. And, oh, wait. I'm getting ahead of myself. So what I do, Design Space. What I do when I pull in this image of the scrub, I went ahead and measured from the top of this right here, so you know the back of the neck, to the bottom right here, and it was like 16.5 inches. So what I would do, you could size this actual picture to 16.5, but you've got space up here and space down here and space up here that are going to affect the size. So what I like to do is grab a shape like a square and then size it to 16.5. Just up at the top. And then what you can do is kind of use it as a measuring tool. So I'm putting that top to bottom. That's 16.5. This is 16.5. So you know you've sized it correctly. So I can delete that because I don't need it. And then all I did was I went ahead and sized this down just a little bit. Let's see here. This is a super cute, but my kiddos are too old for this. I love watching you girls, but I got to be honest, I'm here today to hopefully see some more pics of Summit projects. Well, Shauna, you are in luck, my friend. If we can get through this, then I am going to show you some more Summit projects. That is my goal, if we can stay on track. Anyway, okay, so we have this. We're sizing it down. And you know, just kind of mess with the size however you want it. And you don't have to necessarily ungroup and move all of these and place them unless you just want to. I did that. So all I did was press ungroup, and then I got rid of the V layer because I don't need it. And then I got rid of this back pocket because I don't need it. And then what I did, I'm going to delete one of these because then I'll just duplicate it. I made this a little bit shorter and squattier just because the way this shirt is, it's a little bit shorter of a shirt. So then all I need to do is duplicate this. So I'm going to press Command C, Command V for copy and paste. Or I could right click and press duplicate, whichever you prefer. And then what I'm going to do is just go up here. Nope, I'm going to go down here to contour. I'm sorry. And I'm going to press hide all contours. Now that makes it just a rectangle that's the exact same size as the outline here. And I can change the color to whatever I want. And then I will select this and press, oh, it's already on the front. I'll select this, bring it up here. And then what I'm going to do is just highlight both of them and go to align and press center. So then that centers up. This is good right here. And then the other thing that I did, this is an SVG, so you can customize each color. It took me forever to make these SVGs, guys, but I did it so that you could totally customize them. So you can change the color of the pen top, the body of the pen, whatever you want. I'm just going to change this to a blue because I want it to stand out from my scrubs. And I think if it were green, it just wouldn't stand out as much. Once I have this pocket sized how I want it, then I can duplicate it and bring it over here. So there's no need to make all of those steps for over here. And then all I need to do, once I have all of this sized how I want, is just go in and flatten all of it. Now, you don't want to select all of it and flatten it at one time, because if you do that, it's going to think it's one image, and your restraints for design space are, you can see right here, once I flatten it, and it gives you this little guy up here, because you can only print 6.75 by 9.25. So that's why you want to do each one of these sort of individually. So I'll do this little segment together, press flatten. I'm going to do this little segment together, press flatten. I'm going to do the badge by itself and press flatten. And then, Rachel, do you know what this little guy is called? The thing you hit the knee with?
I'm going to look it up.
Marianne, if you're on here, what is it? She would know. Anyway, press flatten, and then the stethoscope, press flatten, and then this.
Plexer.
A plexer.
It's a plexer hammer.
Quick, very good.
Yeah, plexer, something like that.
So once you have all of those flattened, you are ready. I'm going to go ahead and delete these just like this, and I'll delete this. And Rachel, if you want to grab this and put it in the printer,
sure.
Then we will show them how it cuts. I'm just going to, so now what we'll do is press make it just like this. And you can see it puts it on 3 separate mats. Because of those size restrictions, you do have to use 3 pieces of paper. So what we're going to do is just press continue, and we are connecting to our air tube. But before we have to do that, we have to send it to the printer. So I'm going to press send to printer, and I'm turning off bleed, add bleed. The reason that I'm doing that, if I don't turn off add bleed just it kind of pushes the color out, so that when you cut when you cut around an image with your Cricut, it just lines it up really nicely. But the problem with that is if you have add bleed on, then the lines even in the middle right here are like bigger and more blurred, and it doesn't look good. I only personally like add bleed if I'm just doing like the very outline and not the centers. Anyway, so I turned that off. That's just my personal preference. And then I'm going to go to use system dialog, and I'm going to select that. Then I'll press print. And when I press that, then I have to minimize design space because my print dialog box from my actual system, my actual computer system comes up. And then I'm just going to go down here to the quality and press best. And I'm going to let it know that I've put my material in the rear tray. And now I'm going to press print. Then I can open design space back up here. My printer is printing. Do we have any questions? I'll look really quick while it's printing. Sonia, thank you. That is so sweet. A funny bone thingy. Shay, I love that description of that tool. Very nice. Very nice. You sound like us making up words. Miss Carol, I have a suggestion. If you could enlarge your cursor, it would... I can't see that. Make it easier. Can we do that, Rachel? Enlarge our cursor?
I think Tanner might know how.
Okay. Good suggestion.
Although it's like a screen recording, like live. It's not like a recording where you can kind of set your cursor.
Correct. I love that. Anyway, why are we buffering again? Let me know. Okay, so Kimberly, the reason that you flatten is, let me go back really quick and I will show you. If you do not flatten, I'm glad you asked that. Because this is an SVG, it has tons and tons of layers. We'll take this stethoscope piece for right now and we're gonna unflatten. So when you unflatten, you can see all of these layers are in here individually. And if I don't flatten, it's going to think that I want to cut each of those pieces individually. Once I flatten it, so I'm selecting all of that. Now look over here in the right-hand side where the layers are. Once I flatten it, it goes into one layer and it's like an image. It's like a PNG. It would be like the equivalent of a PNG at this point. So it's one flat layer and now you can print it and then cut it. So you have to have things selected as flattened if it is an SVG in order to use it as a print and cut, or it has to be a PNG. Hopefully that's not confusing. Let me know if you have any other questions about it. Anyway, let's go back to make it. And I have already printed this guy right here. Whoops, press continue. There we go. Now we're connected. Since I've already printed this, now I can press I have already printed and it's going to ask me what material. So I'm going to press printable iron on. And then let's put this on our mat here. Make sure after your printable HTV has printed that you let it set for just a second. If your ink happens to be wet and you're doing this with it, obviously you're going to smear that and you run the risk of your machine not being able to read the registration marks, and you run the risk of your actual image just blurring, and that gets yucky. So once you have your printable HTV on here, and you can use... Do you always use a standard grip mat with printable HTV?
Depends on the stickiness, but yeah, usually. Because it's a little bit more of a thinner material.
Yeah. I was going to say, you could use a light grip mat for sure.
Oh yeah, a good light grip mat, that'll do the trick.
So I'm just going to load in here, and then I will press my flashing Cricut button, and it takes a little bit of time to read it. So it's going to scan all the way around.
And guys, sorry that mat, camera's
wonky
and the mat.
I'm going to just hold it down.
This camera, we got to tighten it back. It's leaning just a little.
Oh well. For a gory costume, just add red paint, Patricia. That's true.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, it would. It would.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it takes a minute, and you can see sometimes there's a light in here. I will say, I do want to point out, sometimes we have friends who get a error saying that it can't read the print and cut, and maybe your craft room is a little bit dimly lit, and it can actually see the registration marks very well.
Yeah, sometimes it's also a fluke, or sometimes there might be some debris from maybe a felt project or something covering your scanner. So maybe take some canned air, spray it out down there if you're having some problems. There's some steps you can take, but usually after a couple tries, it will finally sense those marks for you.
Yes. And it's already cutting. Let's see here.
And we are not scoring anything. That was in there from a previous project.
It's from my pumpkin.
From Becca's pumpkin she was slaving over.
Yeah. Okay, and that's it. It's finished. We will take it out here and we're going to weed it. My favorite weeding tool. Should I zoom in a little bit?
Just a little. Just a little if you can.
Got it. Look at me. Ever since, who was it that pointed out the W and the T? Like, because remember I always did it backward? Whoever pointed it out.
Yeah.
I just love you guys. I get it right every time now. So nice. Okay, so all we're going to do is just grab a corner from over here and then peel away the extra. Look at that. That easy. Super, super easy to do that. And guys, I do want to point out, if you have not calibrated your machine for print and cut in a long time, maybe before you do this, go ahead and calibrate it so that you have a very nice image. Because you want it to cut really cute and not have white around it. So we've got that. I'm going to pull it away here and set it to the side for just a second. And then I'm going to weed these. I have already pre-cut these just for the sake of time for you all. You do them all the same way. So you would just go down in order with your mats, and you print them and then you cut them, and you print them and you cut them. It's super easy to do that.
And Miss Kimberly said, I was trying to do a print and cut with sticker paper and my Explorer was scanning and then cutting the middle of the photo. What did I do wrong? So that could be a lot of different things. It depends on the cut file you're using, on what you set the Cricut to do. If it was making sure that it was going to cut on the correct mat. Sometimes we will have it scan and cut and it will be on the wrong mat. So while it detected the registration marks, it just started cutting the wrong mat for us, which of course in turn ruined our project. So it just all depends on a bunch of different things. Really, if you set it up correctly in Design Space, there's honestly no real way for the Cricut to mess that up as it's scanning and cutting. But yeah, it could be a number of things though. We're sorry you're having that problem though. And Miss Tanya says, does anyone know what was up with Design Space with the update and all the issues it caused? I've been afraid to update it.
Okay, so if you're referring to the text issue, what happened when iOS, it's for iOS, it's not necessarily for Android. I haven't heard any issues with Android because when Apple released the new operating system, iOS 14, generally they give developers a little bit of head time to, I guess, update their app so that they work properly with new changes that they've made in the operating system. And this time, my understanding is that Apple announced, and within 24 hours they were releasing, so developers did not have time to update their software. And they've changed the way that apps can access and use system fonts that are on your iOS device. And so currently Cricut, I assume their developers are having to get a workaround so that, you know, iOS users can access their system fonts that are on their iPad or their iPhone. So if you have not updated, don't do it. If you have updated and have a backup that you could go back to a previous version of the iOS operating system, whatever you want to call it, on your device, then do that and it will work again. Hopefully that answers your question. I don't know. What other issues are you having with Design Space? I'm curious. Mine wouldn't load this morning. I had to completely redo this project, even though I had done it back several months ago, or a couple months ago, because it just wouldn't load. Okay, so I've ironed this out really good. There are a couple of little wrinkles in there. Ugh, let's get it in there. Is anyone else horrible at ironing clothes? I've never been good at it. My sister can iron. I don't know how she learned how to do it so well. Maybe I'm just impatient. Do you guys iron your clothes? I don't even buy clothes if they have to be ironed. I just walk right past them. It's not worth it. Okay, so what we're going to do is grab our printable vinyl over here. And we can go ahead and just pull it off. Just be gentle, guys, because it is sort of thin. And so you don't want to pull it and stretch it, because you can definitely stretch it. So we're going to pull these guys off, and we're going to just place them by hand. These are bigger pieces, so it's easy to do that. And I am probably just going to place one at a time because I don't want to place these and then, you know, my arm hit them or whatever and then accidentally move them. And I kind of have a good idea of where each one of them goes. So once you have one placed, grab your Teflon sheet. Make sure when you put your Teflon sheet on that all of these little pieces are not curled up. You definitely want those laying down, because if they're curled up when you apply heat to them, they're just going to curl to themselves, or they're going to attach to themselves.
And Tiffany, do you know why some materials are now, quote, not compatible in Design Space with my new Explore Air 2? So I do know that while Cricut keeps coming out with new machines and updates the machines and things like that, sometimes it will switch material settings and make some a little harder to work around on the different machines. For example, Becca, maybe until like earlier this year, you couldn't cut the paper thin felt with the fine point blade, and that switched earlier this year, and so now that made it to where you can do that with your Explore Air 2 and Explore Airs. So sometimes Cricut just kind of messes with their material settings.
It's interesting to me that she just said that, because yesterday I was trying to do that one project with the paper thin felt. Paper thin felt was not an option for my Air 2. Only bonded felt and
why would bonded felt be an option but not the paper
I don't
thin?
know. It was so weird. I could never find a setting to cut it on. I had to just scrap the project, and I'm going to go back and try it later. But yeah, so there is an issue with material settings. I don't know about with the Maker because I haven't noticed that, but definitely with the Air 2. I saw a video of the old transfer sheets on the print then cut. Wait. I saw a video of using the old transfer sheets on the print then cut and love that. Yeah, you can totally do that. That's a great idea.
She said light cardstock is no longer available. What does just the normal cardstock setting do, Miss Tiffany? Like what does it
medium
show?
Cardstock or just what?
Yeah, is it just the light? Because in that case, I mean, you can still use like the medium setting. But what cardstock settings do you have? That's so weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Something to do with the Design Space, I guess.
Okay, we're going to put this right here.
Medical staff.
And guys, the way that this cut file works, if you wanted to take medical staff off because it is its own layer and put your child's name on there instead, you can totally do that. Oh, look, I folded up on myself.
Tiffany said they do have medium and heavy cardstock, but I don't like how the medium cuts my thinner cardstocks.
Can you do medium with less pressure?
That's exactly what I was going to say. Try medium with less pressure. And then if you wanted to try some other settings like washi tape or vellum, it'll cut it a little bit more delicately.
I'm a huge Gilmore Girls fan. I love Gilmore Girls.
Yes.
Rachel also loves Gilmore Girls.
Me and Nikki have been like chatting it up as two old friends would.
Yeah.
She said something about Brothers Bond bourbon, which if any of you have ever watched The Vampire Diaries, Paul Wesley and Ian Somerhalder are launching a brand together of Brothers Bond bourbon, and I told her I do not drink bourbon, but I will buy that just to support them because I love them. And I said a couple years ago I got to go where they filmed that for my birthday, and I was in heaven.
Where do they film it?
It's in Georgia. So it's in Covington, Georgia.
Okay.
So it's not that far from us.
So with this piece right here, it's supposed to look like it's coming out of the pocket. So just raise it just a tiny bit and then lay it down. Go ahead.
So stick it in there a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that was about it. I went there, me and Nikki just been talking, and then she said she would love to go to where Gilmore Girls was filmed, and I said I would love to go to Stars Hollow.
Yeah.
It sounds magical. Who doesn't love Gilmore Girls?
So good.
Yes. Tiffany, yeah, try that. Yeah, let me know if it's a setting on your Explore Air too. Apparently, settings are limited. So.
And then also contact Cricut. Like, I wouldn't try to call them, but maybe email them or something and let them know. I mean, I'm sure people have complained about it, but it's ridiculous. I don't understand why that would be.
No,
I mean, people use light cardstock all the time.
Right. I mean, you need to get the most out of your machine. If you had that setting once, they should be able to take it away.
Well, and their Cricut, their paper thin Cricut brand vinyl or felt, you can't even use it. So you would think, I don't know. You'd think they would have it together. I was so excited about this update, and then womp womp.
Womp womp. Goodness.
But aside from the issue that I can't use my font with Design Space with iOS 14, I'm kind of loving iOS 14. Who all is updated? Do you love the new messaging features? Like the grouping features? I love that you can what's it called? Pin conversations to the top of your messages, you know, like the ones that you use most. And there's some pretty cool features in there. Rachel,
Yeah.
you can double tap the back of your phone and give it a command. So like if you can set it at different things. You can double tap your phone and it will screenshot, or you can double tap the back of your phone. Where's my phone? I'm going to show you. Watch this. Okay.
What?
Yeah, you can make it mute that way. You can make it sleep that way. You can do a lot of things. Or you can triple tap and give it an option. So that's pretty cool.
What?
Anyway, guys, are you noticing where I'm applying heat that it's a slightly different color than other places? If that happens to you, don't stress out. It will go back to normal. That freaked me out the first couple of times I did it. Also, those of you who have used printable vinyl, heat transfer vinyl before, have you noticed that when you apply heat to it, then the colors get a little bit darker? I love that. They look more vibrant. Be careful with this pen. I broke the first one the first time. Ripped it right off. No biggie though, right?
You live and you learn.
You live and you learn, you do.
Patricia says where that medical staff is,
Yeah.
that you could also put McDreamy or McSteamy from Grey's Anatomy.
We
could.
Yeah, we call Beckett McDreamy, especially my son Beckett was in those of you who know, he was in the thumbnail for this, and that's what we called him.
Well, he's
so handsome. He's so
totally
handsome. Guys, I picked my kids up from school yesterday, and we don't do the whole girlfriend-boyfriend thing. Like, he's 7. Come on, let's get real, right? But one of the teachers whose little girl is in Beckett's class said, Fernanda said that Beckett has a girlfriend. And I was like, no, he doesn't. Or what was it? Somebody kissed him or he kissed somebody. And I was like, well, he better stop. He better, whatever. Because I'm just not about that. So I get home. He has a love note in his backpack from this little girl, right? It's not the girl I was told that he kissed.
Yeah.
So I said to Beckett, someone told me that you had a girlfriend. You don't have a girlfriend, right? And he said, no. I said, well, did you kiss someone? And he said, yeah.
Yeah.
And I said, who? And he said, Jada Beth kissed me right here on the cheek. And I was like, okay, well, you
tell Jada Beth.
Yeah, you tell Jada Beth. And then I said, what about Leah? And he said, I kissed her too.
He just...
What?
Player.
He's so funny because he's not that way. Like, if you guys knew Beckett, like, he's just like the most affectionate kid in the entire world with everyone. He just loves people, and he like physical words of affirmation. I can't decide which one is more. I think physical touch is how he gives love, but words of affirmation is how he receives it. So it's so funny when you have kids. Look at this, guys. We're finished. Oh my gosh. So cute.
So cute and easy. And they're not like Becca losing stuff. Like, in real costumes, the kids would like have pins in the stethoscope that they will lose in 5 minutes.
Rachel.
What?
Why did you not tell me this is like an inch taller than the other one? Look at that.
I didn't even see it. I don't think we could see the bottom.
My kids are going to have to walk sideways.
Stop it.
Oh, well. Guys, pay more attention. I was just chatting it up.
It's fun. They know how to make
Anyway,
it.
it's so cute. It's so cute. My kids won't care. This is so fun. I love these projects. I want to make all of them for the kids. The firefighter and the police officer. So cute.
Yes.
Okay, guys, we got finished with this project. It's now 2:27-ish. Let me know. Do you want to see Summit projects? We have 2 new ones to show if you do. If not, we will wait for another day until we have more interest. But I do want to say, if you are interested in Fall Summit at all, which gives you access to 10 classes, learning 15 or more projects, then we have an amazing deal on that. It's $30 off. It is a virtual summit that you get to watch from the comfort of your own home, and we are hosting it next weekend on Saturday and Sunday. It starts at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it runs till around 3 or 4. If, however, you cannot make those days or you cannot commit to the entire time, then you can go back and watch those at your own leisure, pace, whatever, whenever you want for the duration of your life, because they are yours forever. Have to be careful with kids kissing others. A kid was charged with a sex crime for what? My kids go to a really small private Christian school, and they're like super laid back and understand that kids are kids, and it's very nice. But that's good information.
Spill it, ladies. Becca,
yes.
It's an overwhelming. We have to show them.
All right, let's show it. I mean, I don't know where they are, but we'll find them.
I'll let you get them fixed up first, because we're going to the back end of some of our stuff. But other than that, you guys can just look at this amazing Cricut. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
You suck. Actually, I do.
No, guys, I don't even notice. Like, you guys know you don't even notice.
Yeah, well.
You know you don't.
Okay, here we go. Fall Summit. So, do you want to see all of them or just the new ones?
I think we can skim them all and then really hit the new ones hard.
Okay.
Like, really,
this is every single project that is available on Summit. I'm going to show you all of them. So all 10 classes, this adorable little manger scene, you're going to learn how to make the actual manger, so the wooden manger. You're also going to learn how to make the little Holy Family. We use a stencil right here to paint on a Thrill of Hope. It is adorable. This is an amazing class, and I can't wait to make one and have it in my home this year. So that's one class. Very cute. I guess I could just scroll through. I'm just going to quickly. Then we have these. Let's get a close up. We're making this adorable advent calendar. So this advent calendar is a duck canvas. So it's a very sturdy, durable, awesome material. We use HTV on it, and then we use felt to create these adorable graphics on the top. This is going to be an awesome tradition that you can start with your family. Yeah, as you see, I hand wrapped all of these adorable little chocolates. That is where my kids are in life. They love chocolate, and that's how we're going to celebrate Advent when they get older. We might do some like random act of kindness type things, or like Bible verse related things, just to help celebrate the Advent season. Anyway, super fun. I love that. And guys, if these colors are not like for you, you can definitely customize these and with different things. So learning to do that. We're learning these stockings, so cute. We have an actual pattern cut file for you guys. So all you do is import it into Design Space. It cuts out each piece of this stocking for you. I'm going to teach you how to hand sew it. And then we put a little bit of HTV on that just to make it really cute and custom. So that is a class as well. And then we have this awesome ornament class that Miss Courtney teaches. It is all with faux leather and wood beads, and then a little bit of twill ribbon, some macrame cord. But so you can definitely make this with your Air 2 as well, since it is faux leather. A buttery, dreamy faux leather, and she's used, that's HTV on that leather, right, Rach?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. And Miss Megan, the canvas that came in the supply kit is for the
Advent calendar.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Then we've got, so just more of these. This adorable tassel is a cut file. So it's a rolled cut file that's adorable and super easy to do. So Courtney is adorable teaching you guys how to make these. And then this awesome class. Oh my gosh. Guys, Rachel's classes, we generally try to do.
Sorry.
It's hysterical.
I'm so
We generally
freaking
try to
sorry.
do between 50 and 60 minutes for each class. And Rachel's classes are like an hour and 40 minutes because she gives you guys so much. Like she could have totally just come in and done these cute little coaster type magnets.
I don't know what possessed me to.
But this is all one class. One class.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys, but it'll be worth it.
So,
be good.
Carol, is the Bell family ornament the shape of the state? It is. Yes. That's Tennessee. Yes. So you can do that with any state that you live in because we have all of these states here in our library at Maker's Gonna Learn, available to monthly and yearly members. Okay, so all of this is epoxy resin, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, there's 2 ornaments, 2 keychains, a luggage tag, and then some really cool photo magnets with mason jar lids. Yeah.
This is inspiring me, guys. I'm not going to lie. I've always been a little bit scared of epoxy resin. But Rachel she does it all the time. It makes it seem so easy. So I'm really going to pay attention in this class, and then I'm going to make a fun project.
Becca's going to rock it.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I am. Good.
So these are magnets. Super cute. Look at little Lucy and gorgeous Rachel and James. I want to call him Jamesy because that's what I call my nephew.
Yeah.
This is another class that Miss Rachel teaches. It is all about clay. And so how many projects did you make? 4? 5?
Yeah,
okay.
4.
So we do this giant tag that's so cute, and she teaches you this fun stenciled way to do it. It's kind of a stencil, but it's it's raised. It's more of like a stamp. Yeah.
So it's like a stamp that you kind of just push into the clay. We painted it all rustic for you guys, so it's super stinking cute.
So cute.
Yeah.
And then we have this cute little paw print, little Lenny's paw print, and that is vinyl on the paw print.
Absolutely. Yeah, vinyl on clay.
Super cute. And Rachel, did you paint this, or did you put a pigment in the clay, or what did you do?
So this was actually regular blue clay.
Oh, okay.
But in the class, I tell you guys that you can use pigment. You can actually paint it if you want to, because we get a lot of questions in the class. We only used white clay, but we show you how to paint it if you want to, how to seal it, so we give you all the details.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Then we have these cute little guys. Look at these. Look at the texture on these, and you can't really see this one, but it's sort of, I don't want to say hairy, but it
like
sort
brushed,
of is. Yeah.
Kind
of brushed. This cute little technique reminds me of like old school Christmas candy. The ones that are like rolled or whatever. Yeah. Super cute. So these are fun. All of this again is one class. Look at these. So Rachel, your intention for these were ornaments or?
They originally, but you can hang these suckers on anything.
Anything. I just thought they looked so cute on these stockings as stocking tags. Yeah. And look at this texture on this. So she's going to give you some tips and tricks for that. I love these. They're gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And then Miss Leah Griffith, this is her class. Guys, are you swooning? Oh, look at all this papery goodness. This is absolutely beautiful. And Leah teaches you how to make all of this.
Yeah, if you've never worked with crepe paper, it's a game-changing product. It's really neat.
So gorgeous.
It like stretches. It's really, really cool.
This is Miss Courtney's, another one of her class. She does a whole entire tablescape for you guys. And you can see here in the center, these centerpieces. This is a veneer project. We're loving wood veneer right now. So she's going to teach you how to do that. These napkin rings. Let's see, I may have a close-up here somewhere. Let's go back. Look how pretty. Oh,
so cute.
I love. Look
Simple,
at these
elegant.
chargers are so gorgeous.
And they're chunky.
Yes.
Cute.
And we have links to all of this for you guys. And if you purchase a summit ticket, then you get a link with every single supply that you are going to need for each class. And like the staging here, the staging pieces like the plate and the silverware and the chargers and whatnot, we went ahead and linked for you guys because we know you're going to like them. So then Courtney makes this adorable little name tag for you, or name place setting, whatever you want to call it. Look how cute that tiny little cake stand is. Oh my gosh.
She kept calling it a cloche.
A cloche, yes.
Yeah, I think that's what she calls it. I have no idea.
It is.
But I don't care what it is. It's stinking adorable.
I loved the idea. It's very cute.
Yeah, so there you go, Sin, if you didn't know that you were in this project.
She knows that We're trying to get her to come for Christmas dinner.
Oh,
Canada.
yeah.
This adorable napkin ring is also a cut file. Courtney is going to teach you how to make that as well. Close up of the centerpiece. How fun.
She has a really, really awesome paint hack for that too. That's really, really neat.
Yeah. And then this is one of Tanner's classes. So stinking cute. This is a star made out of wood. And then he has taken the greenery and attached it and also made this really cute duck canvas banner and done a fun technique to it. Like that banner is hard, so it's not going to be floppy.
No, it's stiffened. Yeah, we used some fabric stiffener on it.
Yeah. So this is a really cute project. And then his last project is this adorable banner here, a little Be Merry banner.
Oh my goodness.
We have taken a cut file. A maker's going to learn cut file that was actually, I believe, a St. Patrick's Day cut file and manipulated it. So Tanner's going to teach you some fun design space hacks with that to use cut files in different ways. So it's really fun to do that. There's a close-up of it. It is faux leather and veneer. And then we use these adorable little bottle brush trees in it. So that's it, friends.
Adorable. I mean,
That's
look at all the
classes.
textures in that one. Look,
Yes.
so cute.
I love it. So good. So we are super excited. We hope that you all are excited as well for Fall Summit. We should call it Winter Summit for Holiday Summit.
Holiday Summit's
Holiday
good.
Summit.
Yeah.
That is going to be happening next weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Again, if you have not gotten your tickets, you need to go ahead and get them. This class is so much fun, or the whole summit is so much fun. You get to spend 2 days with lots of other wonderful crafters. We are with you. So all of the videos are pre-recorded. We watch them live with you, and you comment much like a live right now. You're going to comment in the sections, and we will respond to any questions that you have, any comments in between the videos or the classes. We sit and chat and talk with you guys. We generally reveal a fun new thing that is coming out for the next year or whatever plans that we have, and give you guys a pretty good deal on that. And guys, this year's, I'm not going to give you any information other than it is going to blow your mind. You're going to be so excited. So we generally reveal some things like that. We just chat and have fun and be friends, and we do lots of giveaways during Summit. It's just a really, really good time. And then in the middle of all that, you learn all of these tips and tricks and have all of this inspiration for some amazing projects that you can make for the holiday season or gifts to give your friends and family. It's just a really good time. So grab your Summit ticket. Rachel has dropped that link a million times for you guys, and definitely do not check out without using the code FALL30 to get $30 off of that Summit. You won't regret it. It's going to be a really good time, and I can't wait to do it with you guys. Do we have any questions? Do you all have any first Halloween project keepsakes? I've got my 4-month-old. I get this out of range thing, and I can't read it in the middle.
It says, do you all have any first Halloween project keepsakes? I've got a 4-month-old, and thankfully he won't remember COVID Halloween, but I want to make him something special, just not sure what to make.
Oh.
That's a good question.
Ooh. What? You know what you could make him some sort of like, now he wouldn't use it this year, but like a Halloween bag that he can use every single year. So
that would be precious.
Yeah.
Something to reuse that you could store easily, like maybe not one of those big bulky plastic pumpkins, but maybe something like what's hot this year, which is those that have like lights,
the LED
like
lights
the ones that kind of fold down a little bit.
So my kids have used the same one every year, and I'm going to be making them an LED one this year, and I'm a little bit sad because all of the pictures of Beckett and Fallon since they were itty bitty, they have this one bag.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I don't know, but they're really going to love the light up bag.
Yeah.
Anyway, make a really cute one. We don't personally have any, we're going to be making a video on that light up bag, but other than that, like a felt bag or a canvas bag or something like that, we don't have a video on. So that might be a fun member only that I could tackle if I can fit it into the schedule. That's a great idea. I love that. Okay, guys, raise your hand if you already have a ticket to Summit. I'm curious. I want to know who all is going to be with us already. I do know lots of our friends. Some of my absolute favorites are going to be there, so I'm really looking forward to that. But let me know. I want to know who all's going already. Did you answer Nikki about the 3 summits a year? Do you only do 3 summits a year?
Oh, I didn't even see that one.
We have a spring summit, a summer summit, and a fall summit traditionally. So yes, that is 3 summits a year that we generally do.
Whoop, and they're all just like this one, like pushing to the next thing. So the
Yes.
spring is more about summer, the summer is more about fall, and the fall is more about winter. So it's kind of,
Yeah.
we just pump you up for the next, what's a good season. We pump you
Tanya
up for the
said,
next
ladies,
season.
we used to use pillowcases. And I personally love that. Take a pillowcase and put some cute HTV on it, or get a polyester pillowcase and do some infusible ink or...
No. Let me tell you what you got to do.
Let's hear it.
You got to keep the pillowcase in the car. Then you have to have your candy bucket, okay? You
dump
empty it
it
out every
Yes.
time. So the first house you go to, they take pity on you and think you ain't got no candy.
Yes.
Then you take it back to your car and dump that in your pillowcase because you're filthy rich with candy.
My kids, we go, and I've said it before.
Plus it gets heavy.
We go every year to this campground with some of our friends, and they camp to each campsite, and they come back with so much candy. The first year that Fallon did it, when she was walking, she would not let her daddy hold her bag because she's very independent. And the child could barely carry it, but she was not. I mean, it was so much candy.
Yeah.
So we do that generally the weekend before Halloween, and
I would love
the kids
that.
don't even want to trick or
Sounds
treat.
so much. That sounds like a ton of fun.
It is so much fun. Who doesn't want to go trick or treating and then go sit next to a fire and eat s'mores? Like, it's just the best. But so what we did last year and what we're going to do this year is go to Tanner's and hand out candy there to the kids. My kids love to hand out candy to other kids. Look at all of these. Can you scroll up a little bit?
Yeah, let me scroll up for you. And also, guys, last year, Miss Fallon was outside. She was so dedicated to giving out candy to people.
Yeah.
She was little Jasmine shivering. And we're
Adorable.
like, let's go in and get warm. She's like, no, I have to hand out this candy.
Next thing I know, Courtney, who I did not know well, because I started work November 4th, and of course, October 31st is when we went. So we actually went before I started work.
Yeah.
That was like the first time I was really, really around Courtney.
First time I met.
But I loved her
Wayne.
because she immediately went and got Fallon one of her sweatshirts and put it on her, and it was like,
rolled her little
she loves
sleeves
my
up.
kids already. And that's just how Courtney is. She takes care of other people and is super sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, I've already told you, but do it again because it was called back. So Shay is going. Shay is going to be there. Sean is going to be there. Laurie's going to be there. Tanya, Aaliyah, Megan, Anna, Rosalind, Ashley, Roberta. I don't want to not pronounce it right. Tiara. Joanne, Lisa. Crystal received her Lynn Lily. Guys. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Rachel, this is going to be the most fun weekend.
I'm so excited.
I love it. You guys know I love to sit and chat and talk with you guys and just have fun. And what's better than crafting with hundreds of your amazing friends and getting freebies in the middle of it?
Yes.
And learning.
And learning.
Yeah.
And getting the sneak peeks. You think we spill the beans here, guys.
And
on the summits, we just spill it all.
But Tanner actually gets to spill all the beans. We're going to give him that. Even though
me and Beck will be like
sort of a joint, it's been a joint effort. Generally, I'm like, I don't even know. I'm hearing it for the first time too, but this time I know, and I'm psyched.
Me and Beck will be on the either side of Tanner, just smiling, tell him Tanner.
Oh, I can't wait. And I hope he does it first thing and doesn't make
He
you guys
won't.
wait.
He'll drag it out.
Oh,
and kill us.
I hope not. Anna says, this is my first summit. I'm so excited for it.
We're so excited for you, Miss Anna.
My Anna is coming too. She's going to hang out with us that weekend since she did a class. She wants to be here with you guys and help answer any questions from the class that she did.
We're going to have to bring some bing bags in here or something.
Yeah, we will. It's going to be loungy. We're already planning the food for that weekend that we're going to eat. Oh, it's such a good time.
With my hour and a half classes, we'll need some food.
We need some refreshments. You guys need to go ahead and start planning yours too, because you have little breaks in between the classes, but not a long amount of time.
No.
So you need to pre-make food and snacks so that you can refuel. Yeah.
Yes.
Aaliyah, did you all see I'm working on a file to make a holster for Lynn Lily? No joke. I did not see that. I need to look. That's so funny. Meg and I grew up 30 miles from the nearest town, so we never had trick-or-treaters.
That's sad.
So sad. I was not allowed to trick-or-treat growing up. My first time trick-or-treating, I was 17 years old.
I've learned something new. Becca, Like half of my amazing memories as an anxiety-ridden child is running through very particular neighborhoods on Halloween for candy, dressed up as these stupidest things.
I was a gypsy, in case
At
you were
17?
wondering. Because that's all I had, and it was
Sure.
last minute. We decided I
Sure.
was going to do that.
Sure.
It was a dance costume I had.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah. So like my dad's aunt was our next door neighbor, and she used to hand out candy.
Yeah.
And the next day, she would like hoard the candy for us and give us little bags because she felt sorry for us.
Aw, Becca.
Mm-hmm. Then my cousins inevitably would come over that weekend with all of their candy, and Anna and I are like,
Whatever.
what gives? I just want to dress up.
Becca, Linda said it right. And I was even homeschooled. And I went trick-or-treating.
Right.
It was so, guys, I had one.
So many first-time summiters. Rachel, Kimberly's first summit, Shauna's first summit.
Denise, is this your first summit?
I can't wait for time to have my ticket. Yeah. Becca, I wasn't allowed to trick-or-treat either. What is wrong with our parents? I mean, I get it.
I get it.
I'm not starting this debate,
No,
but I get it.
I
But
get it.
come on. Fun times. I
was allowed to dress up for school. She was a bunny every year. Yeah.
Well, I went to a private Christian school, so we weren't allowed to do that.
We could dress up. It was just nothing crazy. I went as the Joker. That was my first debut as the Joker. Beckett's children, Beckett and Fallon, have they know me as the Joker as well.
Yes,
but
Beckett loves it. Fallon thinks it's terrifying.
But when at school they said, "You look a little creepy, Rachel," and I'm like, well, at least I'm not walking around over here like what's his face with like blood squirting out everywhere. Like this is I'm doing better.
My kids this year are going to be Mario and Luigi.
Oh my goodness.
Beckett is obsessed with Luigi and Fallon is obsessed with Beckett. So anything that Beckett likes, Fallon likes.
Can you make Elliot Princess Peach?
I thought about making her the rocket, the bullet.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to see if I can find a costume because it's Beckett's favorite thing in Mario Kart. Anyway, so Beckett said, I want to be Luigi. And I said, Fallon, do you want to be Mario? And she said, yeah, I want to be Mario. So I'm making their costumes this week and I'm very excited about it. And Fallon's is going to be like, the traditional overall Mario, but it's going to have a skirt on it. It's going to be so cute.
I can't wait. I
don't have a pattern, so.
Lisa's first summit. So many first time summits.
I love this, guys. Amazing. You guys know where it's at. You know a good weekend. We've had so many people who say that that's their birthday weekend too, and they've already told their family basically, I'm holing up for my birthday and you can leave me alone.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Grandparent mode is plain rude. I was a school librarian and we got around the dress up thing by dressing up as a favorite character. Yes, Carol, that is amazing. Mm-hmm. I think one year at our school, we were allowed to dress up as a Bible character.
Oh.
I mean,
what,
let me pull out my headscarf that I already have. Like, yeah. Oh, gosh.
Oh, that's good.
And then I sent my kid to the same school. It's a fantastic school. It's an amazing school.
Yeah.
Like, I was very prepared for life and for college and all of that. And so the fact that, we didn't have organized sports teams except for 1 year, a volleyball team, and that we can't dress up for Halloween is honestly not that big of a deal.
No, not in the grand scheme.
They're not there to dress up for Halloween.
Nope.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Anyway, I turned out okay, I think.
Yeah.
So it didn't scar me. I just know that I just missed out on some fun times. So I'm going to have those fun times with my kids.
Yeah. Diane, who was not, if you were a 90s baby, who was not Raggedy Ann at least 1 year? I mean, come on. So I was Raggedy Ann like 4 times. Love it.
I was never Raggedy Ann.
Well, it was so flippin' easy. You'd get one costume that was like way too big, and then just the face painting, like just that easy.
My mom made these giant Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy dolls. I'm not kidding. They were at least this big. And so, we would play with them. But my niece, when she was that age, we took the clothes off and put them on her. And that was adorable. But I never went. Well, I never went because I wasn't allowed.
I love how she said it. It's like she's still a little bit bitter about it now.
If my mom were right here, I would berate her in front of you all.
Oh, no.
She'd be like,
Poor Mama Myers.
She handles it well. She's used to it. She is used to it. I love that you called her Myers, even though you never knew me as a Myers.
Well, you're Becca Myers.
Oaks. For
Oaks.
sure. Yes.
She's Mama Myers.
She is. That is her last name. My dad didn't mess around. What does everyone go? What have you decided? Are you going to be the princess for Halloween?
Well, Fallon wants me to be, so
You could be Princess Peach.
tell her to pick out which princess she wants me to be, and then I'll see if they have a costume for me.
Well, who's just the princess with the blonde hair from
That's
Mario?
Princess Peach. Yeah.
Is Princess Peach not the orange-headed one?
I
There's
don't-
2 princesses.
I know. I'm pretty sure Princess Peach. She's got the pink dress and
Yes.
the blonde hair and the blue eyes.
That's who you should be, since
I've
you
got
have blonde hair. and
1 out of
blue
3
eyes.
of those, but that's okay. I can make it work.
It's fine.
I'm gonna make Lenny a lion. So I bought him like this
Oh.
little mane and tail. So, and his coloring's perfect. So he's gonna be a little lion. So that's gonna be cute.
Tiffany said, one year we were so poor that I'm a redhead and my mom cut up a white pillowcase and sent me barefoot as Wilma.
No, Tiffany.
Now I have to pull out my costume. Hold on.
Tiffany wins.
She does.
Tiffany wins.
She does. Let me see if I can find. Becca and Fallon went as Wilma and Fred one year.
Oh, here comes the wife out of the woodwork. Miss the wife, you need to comment more. We would love to hear from you. She said Peach is blonde, Daisy is the orange-haired one.
Oh!
Yeah. The wife, but see, look, Rosalina has a blue dress. Okay. Look, she's correcting me too.
Look
That's
at
good.
this.
Let me know. Oh, the chunky legs. Oh,
Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen?
Becca, the chunks.
I mean,
Look at Becca's face too.
yes.
Desiree, it's so
I
nice to meet you,
just-
Miss Desiree.
So much cuteness. Anyway, had to share that.
I love baby costumes.
My
Throw them in
8-month-old will be a
everything.
unicorn. Oh, that's adorable. I love to make their costumes. It's just fun, and generally, it doesn't take that long. Those were made out of felt too. I got lazy last year and bought them, and you could tell they looked cheap.
They're meant to last 1 year.
I was ashamed.
One night. I went to Party City and got a costume one time for like the night of a party I was going to, you know. And the only thing they had left, guys, the only thing was the Grim Reaper and a one-size-fits-all Bumblebee costume. So,
Which did you choose?
I was a one-size-fits-all Bumblebee. So,
Your eyelash tag, Rachel?
yes.
Okay. She is amazing.
I love
Anybody
her.
who knows Rachel Lamb loves her.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, she's just down to earth and amazing. So we all did like this thematic Halloween thing, and we all worked at the same salon together. And she comes in with one of those blow up.
No,
The
she
blow
doesn't.
up. Mhm. She was
Like
like,
the sumo wrestlers or?
she had a sumo wrestler. She also had, is it an ostrich that has like the legs? She had like 3 of them, and every
You're
year,
kidding me.
no, she would just recycle them. She's worn them for years. You'll have to ask her about
I
it.
have to talk to her about this.
So, oh no, it was a duck. It was a duck. It had a duck, like a
Heaven
rubber ducky, and then
above.
she had like the shower hat thingy.
Oh,
and,
yes, yes.
So she would like let the air out and. There's another sound effect for you. You're
Thank
welcome.
goodness. I think it was the same sound effect, but that's okay.
Oh my gosh, it was!
That's
Oh
okay.
no.
Maybe we can get a different one a different day. Oh, she's going to try again, ladies and gentlemen.
It would we were like,
That's much better. Good. Now we know 2 sound
all my
effects.
sound effects are the same way.
It was the same one as the printer.
It's so sad. Someone teach me how to make sound effects.
You need to get your brother over here, I guess. Ben.
Ben. 2 years ago, I made my children be Doc and Marty McFly and build them a DeLorean. You built them a DeLorean? I need a picture. Do you know what Marty McFly is, Rachel?
No, I don't.
Go watch Back to the Future. You'll love them. There's like, how many are there,
Oh,
Elliot?
my Lord,
Are there
there's a
3 Back to the
bunch.
Futures? 4? I don't know. I can't remember.
There's enough for Roman numerals.
My brothers are 5 and 7 years older than me. And so Anna and I never got to watch like My Little Pony or Care Bears or Barbie or anything. We always watched like Captain America and Back to the Future and Major Payne and all of these
heaven.
boy things. Like we never, ever got to be girly, which I think is part of the reason I'm such like, I'm not girly right now. Their fault. Yes, I did. Aaliyah, you have to post a picture. I'm dying to see that. Anyway, guys, this has been so much fun. I have to go get my kids. It's almost 3 o'clock. So I'm going to peace out. Today's Wednesday. Will Tanner be here tomorrow?
I think so.
Is tomorrow a launch?
Yeah, fonts.
I cannot keep up, guys. I'm so sorry. Like, Summit has just like thrown a curve in everything. I don't know what day of the week it is. Also, we're doing some design make sell things. So my world is just like, what day it is.
Oh,
anyway.
That was the same sound effect again. Sound effect. Yeah, good. Good.
What would your sound effect be for?
Wow. See, now that she's told me about it, that's all that I hear.
It's always the same, and I've never known that. It's so annoying.
I love it.
I'm never going to make another sound effect.
You are, but I won't mention it again, I promise.
Trisha, third Summit.
Whoop, whoop.
This is probably going to be your favorite. Did
It's
you
a
do
good
all
one.
3 this year?
Yeah, that'd be fun if you did all of them for 2020.
Yeah.
Good year to do it with, COVID and all.
My fiance calls me a good instrument because I sing the instrument solos instead of the lyrics. I am made of nothing but sound effects. Well, Tiffany, I'm a whole lot jealous.
James has a lot of sound effects.
Does
He's a
he?
sound effect guy.
Wayne,
Yeah.
I don't know that Wayne's ever made a sound effect. Wayne is so...
I'll ask him to repeat them a lot too.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Some that he doesn't even mean to make. He does this one thing, and guys, I could know that it was him like 2 rooms away. He does this weird foot clap thing that I honestly think is like an OCD nervous tick, but he does it, and I'm like, why is he doing that right now? Like, he's in there like trying to shower, and I'm like, I don't even know why he's doing it, but he's got some ticks. But
Anna's husband can do this whistle that sounds exactly like a cricket, like exactly.
well, I need to know that, Mark.
Yeah, I'll make him record it. And then my husband's weird thing that he does his hands like this and then like rubs his nose kind of like a squirt. It's
What?
weird. My kids
There's
make
a lot
fun
of
of
party
him.
tricks around here, guys.
Yeah.
There's a lot of party tricks.
We're a fun group. Yes, Tiffany, everyone needs to watch Back to the Future, although if I never have to watch it again, it will be too soon. One of those whoopee cushion noises. Yes. That's a good one. Do you like whoopee cushions, Rachel?
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't love a good fart joke?
Come on now.
Anyway, guys, have a fantastic day. Thanks so much. I've enjoyed this as always. Hopefully you liked the Printing Up project and you are no longer afraid of them. Again, grab Summit, grab your yearly membership using that code FLASH30 for $30 off. We'll see you guys here tomorrow. I got sidetracked. Aaliyah can make a mean velociraptor noise. Anyway, bye guys.